So a lot of y'all was commenting on my Kai video about how I think that he's glorifying prison and that it's not how prison really is and it's going to have a bad influence on kids. A lot of y'all was on there trying to defend him. And here's the issue I have with the internet. Just because you like somebody doesn't mean everything they do is right. There may be some things I do that's wrong, and sometimes somebody got to say something, and I'm grown enough to acknowledge that sometimes I've been wrong. Those times are extremely, extremely rare. So let's break down what he said on the stream in his typical setup, whatever. He said, actually click on an actual stream. You weird little. Was saying what they were saying about the clips, but did you see them? We gathered some of the worst kids from the community and brought... First off, no, you didn't. You gathered some kids that's misbehaving. The worst kids in the neighborhood not coming in to talk to you because they really out here gangbanging and doing the type of stuff they doing, shooting and all that. In order to talk to them kids, you don't invite them in to talk to you. You got to go out into the streets and talk to them. And you're not built for that. And I clicked on the stream and watched it. It's my whole issue. Oh, you did not see that, right? Actually, I did. Or the 1,000 times when I said, oh, this is not cool. I don't want to be here. I don't like being here. Say that, yeah, we saw you say that. You were crying about nothingness. It's not how prison is, bro. A lot of dudes that's in the street, they watching you like, yo, you got food? You got a nice place to stay at? It's chill. That's cool to them. Reality is it's a false representation of what really happens. He says, when I was walking at 6 a.m. shivering cold, back hurting, eating whack foods. This is why you shouldn't want to be here. No, you shouldn't want to be there because of the gangs, the violence, people who want to actually unalive you, the racist guards who want to beat you into submission, maybe a coma, handicap you for life and not even get arrested for it. The SAing that happens in certain places, that you having to become this violent, aggressive person that you don't want to be because that's the only way you can survive. I didn't see none of that in there. I just seen you complaining. You was in a place that you could put half the third world countries in and they would love it. They would be like, this is great. Put them in the New York prison system. They ain't gonna like it in there. He then says, if a child or somebody that you know picks up their phone and watches that and says, jail is fun, I want to go, you're doing a bad job at parenting. False. You are giving a false representation of what jail really is like. The depression, the feelings of hopelessness, the many times that you're going to wake up and think, you know what? There's one way I could be free right now. And that's to take my own life. Every inmate's thought about that who did any type of substantial time. Not one of y'all thought about that. See, you said that you don't want to be there. You didn't like the place. It's cold. The food's whack. You know how many inmates wake up every day and say they don't want to be on this earth? Because that's how bad prison really is. You decide to give up your life rather than be in this place. In no time, no way, shape, or form did you ever wake up and think that at any time. This is a great example right here. You see how y'all all in one place? There would have been 50 cops in there with y'all. You see how y'all making noise and talking back? They would have beat the hell out of y'all. They would have beat y'all into submission. Dude making noise, you won't be. You'll be sitting there dead quiet. Because you know if you're not quiet, they're going to beat the life out you. And I mean like beat you until there's no life left. You dead. You want to date with a whole female inmate. They don't mix females in, bro. Do you know how many bodies would be if you put one female in a prison? It would be like Gladiator in there. They would fight to the death for who gets to talk to her. And bro, you like 5'3", 100 pounds. You would not be the gladiator who went. You would not be sitting at that table. See this right here? Only somebody who really been to prison can tell you what's going on in this picture, what's really wrong. Y'all all got slippers on? Y'all out your cell? Walking around, everybody got something. Y'all way too comfortable. And this is what I mean about it's not a representation of even the county jail. Walking around with slides, everybody? Y'all victims. Y'all arguing on the visiting floor? COs would have beat both of y'all right in front of your family and terminated both your visits. Yeah, it's a write-up right here. Out of place. Group larger than 3. In a cell you don't belong in. Y'all all get in a cell. Nobody does this. If there's many people's in a cell, they are searching that cell. They gonna flip that whole cell upside down and y'all all getting rolled up. And this is further what I mean. All the inmates at the visit, all these, but that would never happen. I get it, you're doing a stream, but you're not teaching nobody nothing. You ain't here making mockery and having, you think jail fun. But you know what sums this up perfectly? Let's go to your quote. It's an abandoned jail, y'all. And I'm thinking of buying that. I'm thinking about buying that just to have it. Ask an inmate, ask a convict, ask anybody who's been to prison for a long term. I'm thinking of buying it just to have it. I'm thinking of buying it so I could raise it to the ground, so I could burn it, so I could nuke it, so I could put salt there so nothing ever grows again. Then I can nuke it again, and then I can blow up the land that it's on and nuke it again. And then I'm going to come back and look at the hole in the ground. If I see anything that represents that building, I'm going to nuke it again. Any kid who watches this video right here and thinks that that was a proper representation of jail, it's not. Let me tell you what's waiting for you in jail. Depression, anger, PTSD. You're going to want to off yourself. And all the people around you going to want to off you too. And you're going to have 2 options. You're going to adapt to that violent, dangerous environment and you're going to become the animal that the other animals are around you. Or you're not going to make it home. That's how prison really is. It's your kids growing up on the street without you. It's your friends and family dying and you not being there. It's people needing you that you care about and you not being able to be there for them. And at the same time, you got to find a way to keep yourself alive. It's control, violence, and chaos. That's what you're walking into. You know, they did a survey and they found out that prisoners who do more than 3 years in prison have more PTSD than active military veterans. Somebody wanting to kill you for your religious belief, I can actually try to understand that. But imagine somebody wanting to kill you for a 10-cent suit.